Hello everyone, this is Sudhir Gautam, Assistant Editor and Bureau Head for Elets Techno Media Private Limited. We have with us Mr. Manish Kumar, Chief Executive Officer, National Accreditation Board for Education and Training, Quality Council of India. First of all, thanks for joining us at the 10th Higher Education Human Resource.
It's a pleasure of mine.
Sir, we have heard you in the morning speaking about the various training and the quality. Can you please throw some of the light initiative taken up by your organization?
Primarily, we are meant for implementation of ISO standards in the area of education, services, and training. You all are aware of 9001 ISO standard, which is a generic standard prevailing throughout the international community. Very recently, ISO has come up with 21001 standard, which are for educational management standards, quality management systems for structured educational institutions. Government of India has accepted those standards. BIS is the national body for acceptance of these standards, and we are in process of expanding and implementing these standards in our country. We have empaneled certificate bodies for the same. We are organizing awareness programs. We want that slowly all the institutions across the country from school level to university level become part of this movement of international benchmarking, so that we have uniform process, uniform working in all the institutions across the country.
So these standards in the process in the form operations, what are the challenges you're facing, and how do you look at dealing with it?
The real challenge is the standard is a voluntary standard. You go for NBA because it is mandated by AICTE. You go for NAC, it is mandated by UGC. You won't get your funds, you won't get capacity expansion, you don't get recognition. You will have to shut the doors if by deadline you don't follow these standards. In our case, or ISO standards, it is not the case. It is absolutely a voluntary thing, and an institution has to aspire on its own self for attaining and achieving these standards. And unless until there is a some mandatory force, we as an Indian mindset are slow for participation in any kind of quality process. So that is the only limitation which I find as of now in implementation of these standards.
Okay. These days, technology play an important role in terms of the approach or empowering themselves. Can you tell us about the IT initiatives within your organization so that there's a user-friendly or the institution-friendly?
Our entire process is online, except for the physical intervention in terms of physical assessment wheresoever it is required as a part of the process. All the rest of the process is within the organization, and when we interface with the external world is online and technology enabled and technology based. So we are absolutely technology friendly, technology driven organization.
Good to know, sir. Sir, you have been part of our inaugural session today, a vibrant inaugural session, I would say. Can you tell us about your views and give away inputs to our viewers and readers?
It had been a wonderful initiative to connect people from various walks of life at single platform. The people from the technology, people from the education and academia, people from the industry, to share their ideas, exchange their views, and draw a roadmap ahead, so that as a country we come up with a policy where we all achieve success, not as an individual institution or organization, but as a whole nation. And I hope the initiative taken by ELTS shall bring fruits. And I am looking at the calendar throughout the year. They are really spreading a movement, and I wish them all the best for this movement, and hope to see their findings to be useful and put to use by the various organizations once they are through with their roadmap for this particular year.